What's up, guys? You know what time it is. We're gonna take apart the engine today, so let's just get right to it. All right, so we got our engine stand adapter from Pineapple Racing. Check them out in the link below. We're gonna take off these because we don't need these, and we're gonna mount that. We're gonna mount this engine adapter to the engine first, and then we're gonna mount it to the stand, and yeah. Socket and tighten it down. We have this all set up. I'm gonna turn it over. Look at all that gunk. And of course it missed my thing right there, but it's missing everything. Oh well. So first, we turn it over like this, and then I'm gonna line up these holes. All right, got the holes lined up. Now we're gonna remove the oil pan. I believe it's a 10 millimeter on all of these, so yeah. Alright, now we're gonna take a flathead and go at each corner right here. Get that loose. It's already starting to come up. Let's see if we can just take that off. Yep. Alright. Gonna go ahead and take this off. Look at that. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and set this right here. All right, now we're gonna remove the oil pickup tube. Should just come off. Okay, it came off. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is remove the oil pressure regulator. We got this spring in here. All right, now what we're gonna do, gonna pull out our pin here. Gonna turn the motor over. Still stuff come out. Go ahead and put our pin back in. All right, now we're gonna come here and we're gonna remove the rear seal. There we go. Now we're gonna come around here and we're gonna remove the Woodruff key. Okay, we pull out like that. Okay, we pull out and then just like that. Now we're gonna turn the motor back over. Lock it in place. All right, now we're gonna remove this bolt right here using 19mm socket. Dang, the thing's on there. What's up, guys? It's a new day and I spent like 3 hours last night. I didn't go to sleep until like 2 or 3 a.m. working on getting that front bolt off. I'm still working at it. So you have to get a flywheel stopper. In my case, I'm using a bar right here because I don't have one. And you have to figure out how to get that thing off. I use an impact. I've been using this bar. I might need a longer bar, I'm not sure. But yeah, this thing is a pain in the butt. So yeah, I don't know, but I'll figure it out. I'm not gonna give up till I do. I mean, I'm not gonna give up, period. Hot! Got him! Got him! Hot! Hot! So I did some sketchy stuff here to get that bolt loose, but I put the flywheel back on, tightened this nut back on, and then I put this bar in the flat part of the flywheel to hold it. And I moved the stand over and put a brick there, so I'm using the car's weight to hold the engine down. And then I got this 4-foot, 1 inch by 4 foot black iron steel bar. or pipe. And I put that 19 millimeter on there with a breaker bar, popped it loose. Yup. I had nightmares about you. I had nightmares about you. All right, let's continue, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so we used our 54 millimeter socket here and our impact, and we got off this bolt right here. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this flywheel. I already took mine off, so it's already good to go. But if you watch my last video, I took a sledgehammer and I hit the flywheel to get it loose. So now we're gonna turn the engine over, and then we're gonna take out that bolt that we just loosened. All right. Finally, we took that bolt out. From Mazda, they use, pretty sure they use like Loctite or something to lock it in. Now we're gonna take out our oil thermostat. Now we're gonna take off the front cover using a 12 millimeter and remove the left. Hold up, I got it on Tighten. Remove the 6 bolts. Right now we're gonna pry this up. All right. We got these gears right here. I'll leave that in here for now. All right. Now, as you see here, we have this nut that we have to take off, but first we have to knock back that flange. So, jeez. I'm gonna carefully just hit this back. Try to push it back. All right, now we're gonna remove the 17 millimeter with the impact. And then we're gonna remove the oil pump drive and the oil pump drive assembly. Now we're gonna remove our oil pump, 10 millimeter. Now we're gonna remove the front counterweight. So we're just gonna pry up on it a little bit. Alright, now we turn the motor around. Now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna label the sequence. I'm gonna label the bolts, and because I want to put the bolts back in the same place. I don't think you need to because they're all the same just about, but I'm gonna do that for my own sake. So alright, so when we put it back together, this is the sequence. We're gonna tighten the bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So let's go ahead and take these bolts off. We're going to use our 17mm to take it out with the impact. All right, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna loosen this tension bolt right here. I believe it's a 19 as well. And it's one over here. All right, now I'm gonna take a hammer and hit our iron, trying not to damage it. Make sure you use a soft hammer too. All right, now we can go ahead and pull off our rear iron. Just gently set that right there. Actually, I'm gonna turn it this way. Not like it matters, but let's see what we have here. That's what it looks like. So you can see one of the oil rings from the rotors. So I'll go ahead and put that right there. And look what we got. Dolito. All right, so now we're gonna lift this out. But we gotta be careful because of the apex seals. Something fell. Yep, my corner seals fell. So let me get all the side seals that are in the engine. Corner seal, O-ring, this thing that fell. And nice. Look at all that carbon. So this just fell out. It's all just falling out right now. So I'm gonna try to keep it all together here. Take out our side seal or whatever that's called. A little rubber grommet here from the factory. These are factory seals. I don't know if you can see that. Apex seals, corner seals. Side seals. Besides the seals, so far everything is looking good. Let's flip it over. Look at all that carbon build up. Yeah, I mean, it's looking good so far. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take out our O-ring. And then we're gonna take out our spring. And I believe that's it right there. And we're going to turn it around and take out the other spring. It's my first time taking it apart, so I'm figuring this out as I go. Oh, it's one thing. It's a thing that's pointing up right here, so yeah. All right, let's continue. I'm gonna get this all organized. All right, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove these two dowel pins. So I need to get a dowel pin remover. So I think this is what this box is right here. Race and Beat one. Now I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna screw this in. I'm gonna screw this down like that, and we're gonna screw this in. I'm gonna screw it in, and then we're just gonna remove it remove it just like that. That's how you take out the dowel pin. I'm gonna do the other one. So I'm gonna screw it in here. This one's a little bit harder to remove. So I'll figure this one out and I'll get right back to you. All right, so what I did, I hooked this in like that and then I hit it, but it got it halfway out, but it was enough to take off the rear housing. So I'll work on getting this out later. Oh, it's actually that's not good. So it's actually twisting out now. So that's how you do it. So don't do what I did, but if it works, it works. So all right, so we removed the rear housing, took out the dowels. Now I'm looking at this. Look at all this gunk right here. It looked like someone used that sand stuff to stop it from overheating. Don't do that. It literally clogged everything up. That's just nasty. All right, I'll get that cleaned up later. Now we're gonna take off our center housings. So now we're gonna try to pull up our middle housing, and we're gonna try to move it and clear this shaft. All right, so that didn't go as expected. My E-shaft came up with my middle housing. So, but here's the rotor. We got the O-ring again. I gotta make space on my table. All right. So same thing, we're gonna pull up and gonna try to hold our sides, which I didn't do a good job at. So a lot of that stuff fell in here. So I'm gonna get the O-ring, all the seals. I mean, in my opinion, so far, everything looks good. Besides the seals, but that's because of the way I was taking it out. So I don't really know if anything broke yet until I inspect it. But I'm going to replace everything anyway. My main concern is the housing and the rotors. So I'm going to get all this stuff up. And then I'll get right back with you. All right, got the front housing here. And I picked up all the seals, so let me take off these thick gloves. So I picked up all the seals that I found and put them there. Now I'm gonna take out the apex seals. the spring. And then I'm gonna go in here. I don't know if you can see because I dropped that. Right, now we're almost done. We just took off the rear housing now. Now we're gonna take off this rear nut here, which is a 12 millimeter. And then we're going to take off this plate right here. Ouch. That was not pleasant. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a soft hammer. And we're going to go ahead and hammer out this rear stationary gear right here. Take that out just like that. Now, we're going to take our 19. Okay, maybe it's not 19. Now, we're going to take our 19. All right. Now, we're going to take our 21. We're going to remove our bolts here so we can remove our last piece here, our front cover. So let's see, I have one more, which is, I believe it's shoot, I believe it's a 14. So let's put our 14 on. Some more. And there we have it. A little sloppy, I know. Whoa. But yeah, definitely sloppy because it's my first time, but that was my process. I'm sure everyone has their own different processes. I definitely learned a lot, and I'm just ready to get into cleaning this thing up next. So yeah, so what I want you guys to do is please like and subscribe and stick with me along this journey that we're taking. And yeah, I look forward to posting more and hearing comments, and just getting all types of feedback, you know. It's how we grow. So yeah. Thank you guys for support. Thank you guys for supporting me, and we out.